I know for most people, the idea of coming up with a sales page, especially from a blank page, is a really scary idea. You know, for business owners, self-employed people, freelancers, if you've got a course or a product or an offer or an ebook or anything like that, the idea of starting from scratch and creating a sales page that is not only going to generate you sales, but it's also going to tap into the pain points, the desires, the hopes, the dreams, the fears, all this kind of stuff. And it's going to tell them, you know, what your thing does, what all the benefits are. It's going to tell them that you know who they are and that why you're the right person for them. And it's going to do this in a manner that kind of flows and tells your story and hooks them in and convinces them to give you their PayPal account details. That's pretty daunting to do that from a blank page. Even as a copywriter, it's something that's pretty darn scary. And we heap a load of pressure on ourselves to create this perfect sales page. And one of the things I believe about marketing and copywriting, especially when you're a business owner, is it seems to me that a lot of people are looking for a way to make things quicker. How can I write emails quicker? How can I, write a sales page in 1 hour rather than 2 days or something like that? I think the question we should really ask ourselves is, how can we make this easier? That's really what we're shooting for here, because quicker, yeah, you can write emails really quick, but unless they sell, that's the whole reason for doing it, right? It's okay saying I knocked out a launch sequence in half a day, but if it generated no sales, what's the point? So let's take the focus off writing quickly and stuff like that and coming up with, breaking world record pace, and instead make our lives easier. One of the ways we can do that is cut back on the amount of pressure we put ourselves under. And like I say, the idea of looking at the blank page and going from 0 to high converting sales page, especially if you're not that experienced at creating sales page, is really daunting. So today I'm going to borrow a lesson from an unexpected marketing source, the Daily Stoic. 2,000 years old and still going strong. So I'm not going to read you a massive excerpt of this, but it's this idea of, I just read this and thought, this has just got so much more power than just like philosophy. It's like a marketing guide. So perfection is the enemy of action. And it talks about the fact we're never going to be perfect if there even is such a thing. We're human after all. Our pursuit should be aimed at progress. And it's this idea of progress over perfection that I want to talk about today, specifically about sales pages. So strip away all the pressure you feel to create a perfect sales page, to wait until it's perfect before you launch your thing. What I'm saying, and this might be scary, is to come up with a very bare bones version of this. Just get everything down, have a kind of mind meld, whatever you want to call it, brain dump, get everything you want on the page and kind of create it into a good first draft. Throw that up, point people to it, put a button underneath it and give them a chance to click it. It doesn't have to be perfect because there is, as the Stoics remind us, there is no perfect. What we're going for is progress. Get something up there, point people to it, and as you get feedback, or as you sell your course the first time round, if things don't go so well, get feedback. Maybe you get a few testimonials so you add them on. Maybe you discover halfway through your course that the thing that your audience, the thing that you thought they cared about most is completely irrelevant and they actually care about something else. If so, change it in the sales page. So you're not putting yourself under massive amount of pressure to create a one and done sales page. It's a living, breathing document. You create the best version that you can, and then you tweak and feedback as you go. That's what you do. So take a page out of the Stoics, get rid of the idea of creating a perfect sales page or a perfect email sequence or anything like that. Create a version that you throw out there, get feedback and change as you go. Hope that's useful.